G'day folks, in this video I'm doing a full review on the deeper power lantern. Rightio folks, the deeper power lantern. The reason they've called it power lantern is because it's actually a power pack. It's like a power bank for your mobile phone. It's got a USB in there, which is a micro USB to charge, just like you would your mobile phone, and it's got a USB out on this side so that you can charge your mobile device off the power pack. And I can charge my phone off this a couple of times, as well as use it for a light for a little while after that. Off the top of my head, I think it's about 5,000 milliamp, maybe 5,500, something along those lines. It's reasonably big. As with any deeper products, the first thing that will grab you when you take one of these out of the box is quality. Everything just reeks quality. The box that it comes in is high quality. The unit itself is high quality. It's quite heavy because it's a power bank. It's got a rubber casing around it to make it sort of so you can drop it and not damage it too much. And there's not a single rattle. If I hold this right up close to the microphone, you haven't heard a single thing, have you? There's nothing loose, it's just full-on quality, and that's the same quality that we've come to expect from Deeper through their various fish finders. Everything about them is always high quality. The Deeper lamp has a hook on it so that you can hang it on things. And it's not just, you can pass a rope through there and hang it on something. You can slip it over the edge of a tree branch, or this little sort of hook here. It's actually two hooks. If I fold that like that, you can see it's two. So if I put one down, one will stay up, and that allows you to put it over stuff. I actually use that quite a bit. I use that in my car. Quite often I like to just leave my phone at home, get away from everything, and I'll go out somewhere, sit in my car and read a book for a while by the river or something, just to escape. And I often just hang that over my sun visor so that I've got a really bright light in my car while I'm reading. So it's got the hook to hang it. It's also got two very powerful magnets on the side. You can just go bang and it sticks to your fridge. Bang, the side of my shed. You know, the support beams in my shed, bang. Probably even my car that I'm filming on now. You can't see it, but it's stuck to the side of my car. So the magnets are very handy. Now let's talk about the actual function. It is super easy to use. It has one button at the back. Now I hold that right up to the camera in the hope that it focuses on it. You push it once, and these blue lights light up. The more lights are lit up, the more power you've got. At the moment you can see they've all lit up. That means the battery is fully charged. When I put it on the charger this morning, it only had two lights. That means it was nearly empty, so I charged it. The second push, when you push it for the second time, it comes on. Now that's the first light. With that light, when I tested it, I got about 12 hours. And that's bright enough to light up my entire bedroom, and I can lay there and read a book under that light. And I'll get about 12 hours under that light. The second push is the brightest light. That gets brighter again. When I tested it, I left it on all night. That went for 8 hours. So 12 hours at the first brightness, 8 hours at the maximum brightness. The next button is the middle here, you'll see, turns into a torch. You see that? Now it's not really good at this time of the day to demonstrate a torch because it's bright light. But what I'll say that torch, it's not a spotlight, but it is a very bright torch, and it's bright enough for anything you need when you're out the bush camping, unless of course you want to go spotlighting and hunting, then you need a brighter torch. But that is more than adequate for any general torch use. The next button, you push the button one more time, it goes into moon mode. So you go second brightest, torch, moon mode. That's moon mode there. Moon mode is, I'm not sure how long it goes for. I've had it running for a couple of days and it hasn't gone flat. Moon mode is like a night light. Gives you enough light to see where you're walking. You can use that around your camp. You could sit that on a log next to your tent and to see where you're going at night time. It's like having a full moon or a little bit brighter. So moon mode is quite bright. So going from the start, first click gives you the battery power. Second click is brightness, that's the one that I normally use. Third click is the super bright. Fourth click is torch. And the next click is moonlight. Now, when I first turned it into moonlight, I turned it off. That's why I had to go back through it again. That's because once you've had it on for a while, if I put that on there now for a few minutes, when I go to push it again, it automatically goes off. It doesn't go through all the different modes again. That's why I had to go back through and go back into the moonlight. So I'm not sure what it is. It might be 1 minute or 2 minutes, but once you've had that on for a while, when you go to push the button, the torch will actually turn off. So the first click is the one that I use the most. Now, where do I use it? I use this in a lot of places. I actually find I use this more than the fish finder, probably because the deeper Chert Plus and Pro Plus fish finders you use when you're fishing, but this can be used everywhere. Obviously, it's going to be a great camping light. I'm going camping with Holly shortly, and I'll be taking this for sure. But as I stated, I use it in my car. I hang it from my sun visor so that I can sit in my car and read it, and I use it probably more for that than anything else, so I can sit there and read a book. I use it in my shed. I use it to walk around from my house to the shed just to see where I'm going, the torch mode. And something that I never saw coming, a spot that I use it more than I would have anticipated, at work. A lot of you know that I'm a disability support worker. I do sleepover shifts. I work in a house with 5 amazing intellectually disabled people that need support. So I stay there at 10:30 at night, it's lights off, and the lights are back on at 6:30 in the morning. We've got a little lamp in the sleepover room next to the bed, but it's pretty weak. What I do, I put that on the first torch setting, bang, straight on the filing cabinet that's beside the bed. The magnet just holds it in place. Then I lay in bed and read a book. And that can stay on for as long as I need it to. I also use it to charge my phone sometimes when I'm out the bush. And I've even charged my GoPros off here. Now, what are the pros and cons? Well, pretty much the pros are everything I've just mentioned. It's just fantastic. The build quality is great. The magnets are a fantastic idea. You can recharge your phone off it. They're all great. The only downside that I've got is where this bit here is. You'll see there's a little flap here to, I'm just trying to hope that the camera focuses on that. I think it is. You can see there's a little flap where you go into the USB to put your charger in. Because there's a rubber flap around it, sometimes you've just got to make sure you wiggle it a bit to make sure it goes into the right spot. It's just because the flap just doesn't quite align properly with the actual thing. It's pretty bloody close though, I've got to say, but it's not exactly right. So when you're charging something off it, just make sure that you are in properly. Other than that, I've really got no complaints. I've really got no gripes. It's just an absolutely fantastic unit. Now, the deeper power lantern, you can buy that from the Deeper website, and I'll put a link to that in the video description below this video, and that is $99.99, I think, so $100. But you can use my Deeper discount code that I've shared plenty of times with fish finders. You can use Deeper/Robbie/15. Deeper Robbie 15, and that'll give you $15 off that, and that'll take it down to about $85. A lot of you might think $100 for a lantern, that's a lot of money, you know. You can go into the reject shop and buy a cheap one made in China or something, but this is pure quality, and I'm not joking when I say that. And I actually use this a lot. I love the magnet, it sticks on the filing cabinet at work. Fantastic. Deeper power lantern, amazing light, I love it. Thank you very much for watching. If you've liked this video, why not consider subscribing to my channel, because I upload videos regularly. I'll be fishing again in my next video, so I hope you join me on my next adventure.